Hello everyone, White Mage Serenia here, coming to you with a rather important topic to talk about here. Mostly I'm doing this in response to Cevian's video, Let's Rant, anti-RPG Let's Play video attitude, something like that. Um, Basically, he's talking about how Lowered Expects 320 has commented to mine and a couple of mine in his videos, basically hating on them because they are RPGs. Now, I understand, that RPGs can be boring or whatever, but don't hate just because. This is going to sound kind of silly, but that's almost like being racist in a way. You're hating someone just because, they're, black, Asian, Japan, whatever. I mean, I understand that there are bad Let's Players out there, but that's not right. That doesn't mean you should judge everyone based on the same genre. That's why I try to make my Let's Plays entertaining as best I can, which apparently I do entertain people in that respect. Yeah, right here's the video that I was talking about to Cevian's thing there. Essentially, he was talking about how he wants to see someone comment and help him improve on something that actually matters and not someone's biased opinions on role-playing games. I mean, one of Shield Growth's major problems is the reading of the text in like the on-screen text. Like, I'll give you an example here. Like, I have my Legends of Legaia number 20 video pulled up, which is one of them he commented on. So I'll be like, so, the mist comes from some device called the mist generator. Like that. I'd try to put some voice into it. And apparently, the Shield Croak guy doesn't like that. But, I mean, why? I mean, yeah, the text is right there on screen for the players to read themselves, but I don't quite think that the video is called Let's Read On-Screen Text. I'm pretty sure they can do that if they're playing the game along with my Let's Play. But I don't know. It's kind of silly, I think reading the text like that brings more life to the video in some of the more boring spots. I noticed it before. I actually had issues in the highly text-driven spots because I couldn't think of something to say. Or I couldn't really find entertaining comments, but I found something that works for me in terms of reading the in-game text with a certain flair in my voice, and that's what I try to do. Some people apparently like that. A couple people really enjoy my Kefka voice from Final Fantasy VI. Different things like that. Also, I have my Legends of Legaia number 20 up because here we have Shield Croak, or Lowered Expects 320. He says, boy, I sure do love watching you surf menus at 15 frames per second. This isn't a bad LP at all. Just like, yeah, that wasn't a bad comment at all now, was it, dude? So anyway, I commented back to him. I said, for a username such as Lowered Expects, you sure are a contradictory person. Your name implies that you have lower expectations, yet your actions say that your standards are set way too high. It's pretty simple. If you don't like it, don't watch. I have others that like it, and that's all that matters to me. Have a nice day. Then, I have Final Fantasy number 50, Final Fantasy 6 number 54 here. He says, right here, he says again, is there any chance at all you could record at a frame rate greater than 5? Maybe stop reading the in-game text too? It's bad enough that you're doing videos of an RPG. You could at least try to make it watchable. So, I mean, there you go. I replied, hey, it is watchable, and without reading the text, guess what? It'd be even less enjoyable. So if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's that simple. I do my best to edit out the repeat random battles and grinding, obviously, because, yeah, that's the boring parts of the RPGs. But the main heading is the story of them. If I'm not reading the story out loud or just skimming through it, there's almost no point in doing it. Because then you might as well, just do, like go into a boss fight and show a video and strategy to do that. But that's not the point of my videos. It's let's play the game, not here's how you beat this boss here. I don't like doing our videos like that. That's not my thing. I want to do Let's Plays, because it seems like the fun thing to do. But anyway, enough about that. I'm really not too worried about this Shield Croak thing. I just wanted to bring my opinions out there and say, hey, if you don't like them, don't watch them. But now, let me touch on this guy. He has his name as Shield, like Cevian was saying in his Let's Rant video here. His only subscription's Ultra J, man. That's from the whole Shield Croak joke thingy they were doing here recently. I don't want to really get into that, but this Shield Croak guy makes fun of other people. That seems to be his ticket. He made fun of Heaven's Frogman with this video here. They also made fun of him again with their 10 Let's Play commandments when they were basically forming that whole cult thing. Then he made fun of bad Let's Plays with his Let's Play Chess Master thing. Basically, he was acting like a couple of idiots playing a game really crap with all the watermarks and crap. And he was making fun of Dark Endora's here, mostly because, well, in their standards, she's not exactly attractive, or I guess they don't like fat people. Well, that's just too bad because, you know, it's just not right to make fun of anybody based on, their appearance. It's just not right. I don't think that people are that superficial. But, as you can see, people aren't very fond of this Shieldcroat feller. That's all I can say. Now, like I said before, I don't like where he's going, and if it's all a big joke, that's fine, but it's really not right to make fun of people. If it's in good fun, hey, I'm all for fun, but there is a point where you go too far, and it gets to me. Now, here's there, on the Let's Play forums, it said it's a good idea to really not make your first Let's Play an RPG, but for me, I actually had a bit of an advantage. I'd made a few Final Fantasy XI videos prior, so I already knew a little bit about how to edit. And then after watching H.C. Bailey's Let's Play Final Fantasy, and now his recently completed Final Fantasy IV, I actually picked up a few tricks from him as to how to do it. Try to make witty commentary, try to be what's the word I'm looking for? Try to be spirited, try to actually have uplifting commentary. Not uplifting, but, don't be like, okay, you want to go here, you want to go there, do this. Don't sound like you're a downer. Have sparky comments, I guess, but I can't think of the right word, but you know what I mean. Just have up comment, whatever. Just feel like you have energy, like you're excited, that kind of thing. Then edit out the repeat battles, different things like that. I've actually learned a lot from watching H.C. Bailey's Let's Play videos, since he does RPGs as well. Then Cevian has actually asked me a few things how to do them, and I went over some of my techniques that I do, and apparently people like my stuff. I mean, like I said, I've got 776 views on my very first video, which I did 2 months ago. Which, I'm not in it for the views, I'm not in it for the subscribers. I'm in it for the fun. If I'm entertaining people, that's all the better. It's all the more reason to do it. And like I said, people actually do enjoy my stuff, apparently. Now, let me go to my YouTube page here. I know it's one of these I have opened. I guess I have my playlist open twice. Oh well. There's the video I was talking about with Cevians. Well, let me just bring up another page here. If I have it open more than once, oh well. Alright, let me bring up my page here. Speaking of subscribers, I had maybe 20, maybe 30 going into my Let's Play thing. Those from my earlier videos, my Final Fantasy XI stuff. Since I've been doing Let's Plays, I've now got 102 subscribers. Now, I know that doesn't put me in YouTube celebrity status or whatever, but I think that's pretty good, given my style of videos or whatever. But like I said, I'm not in it for the subscriptions. I'm not even in it for the views. I know that most people don't like video games or don't like watching videos of video games. However, there are some that do, and that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm doing it for. It's for my own personal enjoyment, and for their enjoyment just the same. So honestly, if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's just that simple. And like I said, usually I just try to ignore the negative comments. If you have if you have constructive criticism that is actually relevant, hey, I'll take it into consideration. I've actually, matter of fact, some constructive criticism that I did get was, you can add enjoyment to the video by reading the on-screen text. Oh, that means people actually like it! Oops. Sorry, Shieldcroat, you're wrong. So then, with that in mind, I need to ask you guys, how is the frame rate in my videos? I think it's pretty good considering. I look and there is a bit of lag, but that's to be expected. I mean, it slows the game down a little bit when you're recording. It's almost all not really noticeable. I mean, the frame rate is still there. It looks near perfect frame rate when I watch it back on mine. I don't know about y'all or your alls. And also, how is my commentary? I know I had someone say that my Kefka voice that I do for Final Fantasy VI was awesome, and that my commentary is pretty good. I don't know. I just do it for enjoyment, and I know that people do like my stuff. So really, just let me know your guys' opinions. I mean, just let me know. Anyways, I'm a little bit over the 10-minute mark. Thanks for hearing out my rants here, or not rants really, just my discussion here, guys. And have a nice night and take care, everyone.